That's better. I was connected to the wrong part. That's what happens when you need some sleep. You connect to the wrong internet channel. So that's why you're just now seeing me. But I'm on now, and everyone's going to jump on very nicely as I talk to myself and wait for you guys to pop up. Here we go. There we go. On again. Yes, I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button and I was not on for a second. Okay, but now I'm on. We are here. Hello, Nate from Michigan. Greg Gold Coast, always showing up. Mark from Texas, I love it. Beautiful. I see a lot of copycats out there popping up my phone right now. Not you guys, somebody else who's being a copycat. You're not getting notifications because welcome to social media where they screw people. That's why you're not getting notifications. That's why Dr. Dean is building a network behind the scenes, because I have, let me tell you the numbers. Plain and simple here. Let me tell you the numbers. I have I have close to 100,000 followers, my pages, and I get upwards of 10,000 views, sometimes more depending on the guest and what I talk about. So that's called suppression and shadow banning. All right, that's why. So you have to ask for notifications, or you have to put me at the top. Some people don't want to do that, which I understand, but you'd have to put it at the top, or you just have to know to come on at 9:30. Hi, Andreas from Minnesota. Adriana from Tampa. Sweet, down the road. I know who your connection is to the president. I've connected the dots. Tyler, if you know who it is, then tell me who it is. No one has nailed it yet. And no, it's not LA, and no, it's not Roger Stone. I have another connection to the president. I have a direct connection to the president, technically. So if you can figure that out, go for it. Okay? But I highly doubt you're going to figure it out. Hello from Indiana, Stephanie. Jerry from North Carolina. Wonderful. California. Vanessa. California, you're in the news tonight. I'm going to give you a little news tonight, California. Awesome. Samantha from Waco, Texas. Michelle, West Virginia. Hello, Valerie, Indiana. Kaylee McEnany is not McEnemy is not my connection. No. Not Melania. No, it's not. I am well. Dr. Eric Naputi is on the feed tonight. Dr. Eric Naputi and Dr. Troy Dukowitz are on the feed tonight. I am honored to have you gentlemen on here. You do amazing work in your field. You're awesome doctors. So I am honored and blessed to have people like you on, okay? You are awesome. And Tina from Buffalo, Laura from Vancouver. I love the guesses too, because no one's going to figure it out. But I did see my connection. I see my connection probably in another week or two as well. I might get more info. But tonight I'm going to blow your minds with some stuff that you may not be ready for, you may not be prepared for, and it's going to kind of start connecting a lot of dots, okay? Okay, here we go. Barron, no, it's not Barron. Barron Trump, that's a good one though. All right, let's get started. I have a special thank you first though, okay? Here we go. Here is my thank you, all right? First of all, Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, your source for health, knowledge, and freedom. All right? Dr. Troy, love and appreciation to you as well. Here we go. The first one is, I was on a phone call this morning with a patient and a patient's mom, actually, because I'm working with their son, because their son, don't quote me on an age right now, but I'm not going to quote ages because I don't remember, honestly, and I don't always worry about ages. I just take care of the person. But this little kid, a little bit of injury from a standpoint of vaccines, and this little guy, I usually talk to mom because mom gives me the down low on how he's doing and if he's improving. His name is William, and I had an opportunity to talk to William this morning at probably 9:15, 9:20, like one of the first patients I was seeing. over the phone. And I talked to his mom for a while, and then he said he wanted to talk to Dr. Dean. And so he jumped on, and I think he's under 10 years old, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that. But I got to talk to him, and let me tell you, little William got to talk to me, and we are detoxing little William from different things like vaccines and metals and chemicals. And let me tell you, William was a riot. I got to talk to William for about a minute or two, and I just said I appreciated helping him. And he was so nice, and he was just like, literally my day started with getting a little kid talking to me and telling me how much he appreciated my help, and he sounded amazing. And so I will tell you that was it was a great honor to talk to the little man who I am helping detox out his metals and chemicals from life and vaccines and everything else. And he is getting better, and he sounded great and amazing. And let me just tell you, I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to help you guys and your kids, and especially the ones who have been injured by certain things. It's just an honor to do that. And then second of all, I forgot my painting. My wife actually yelled at me on the way home today because I forgot my gift. So I'm going to show you my gift. Okay, I posted it today, but I will bring it home and I will show you on camera. But I got a gift today from awesome little guy named Dylan. Dylan is absolutely awesome, and Dylan is a bit of an artist, and Dylan started painting. And when I say painting, like not just like painting on a little, piece of paper, he painted on a full-blown canvas. All right. And yes, his mom, Desiree, is watching, and I'm going to show you a picture because I forgot to bring it home. But yeah, it looks really cool in the office, so I don't know. It may stay on my wall. I got to weigh the options and see where I should put it because I love seeing it. But I'm going to show you what it looks like. And here it is. I'm going to bring it up for you so you can see it, okay? Boom. There is Dylan with his American flag painting that he created for me and Dr. Palmer. And I believe there's all 50 stars. I didn't count, but he did an amazing job. And I'll be honest with you, Dylan, I'm kind of digging the whole star thing the way you created it. It's kind of neat. And he did an awesome job. And that is going to go up either on the wall here at home, or it's going to go up on the wall at my office in my room. So it's very possible that all my patients will see it. But this is Dylan. He is an incredible little artist, and he is fantastic. So there you go. Dylan, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, there's my Facebook wall. Look at that. Doesn't matter. Everything on there is you guys see anyway. But it was great job. So Dylan, thank you again. I appreciate it. You're a rock star. He just showed up with it. And I was like, this is so cool. So if you haven't noticed, I love kids. They're awesome. I love helping kids. And when you have kids who are uninjured or are recovering from injury, and kids who are not vaccinated, not medicated, not anything, the genius that comes out of them is absolutely amazing. So this man right here is actually painting. And again, William on the phone was so awesome to talk to William. So great. So I appreciate all of it because, man, let me tell you, kids are a blast to work with. All right. So they really are a lot of fun. So thank you again. Let's go to some news because I have some stuff to drop on you. Rick from Minnesota, how are you, buddy? All right. Here we go. Let's rock and roll. Want to see some interesting... So sometimes Dr. Dean likes to show you people being stupid. So have you heard of like Darwin's Law? Darwin's Law is where, I think it's Darwin's Law, is where stupid people do stupid things and they don't survive very well. So here you go. When you decide to climb a statue, and you realize when you get up there it was probably a bad idea, but you can't decide to come back down before something bad happens. This is called karma, where there's actually a thing called cause and effect. So let me show you what happens when you do stupid things. Teach your kids not to do stupid things. Here you go. All right, I'm going to play this a couple times because I really, really want you to see it, okay? Here we go. He's halfway up the statue, and he's going to make a tumble. So I'm timing where he shouldn't be. One more time. Whoops. Okay. So I'm sorry I'm laughing. I laugh because certain people do stupid stuff. I certainly hope whoever that was is not dead. Because obviously I do like humanity and I don't want people to be hurt, but this is just law. This is proof that when you do stupid stuff, you get hurt. So don't do stupid stuff that you shouldn't be doing. How is that? Is that simple enough? That is, yes, that is instant karma. Thank you for saying that. Because we shouldn't do stupid stuff. Okay. Now, moving on, because I don't know where that was. It looked like it was more Europe, but who knows? Probably here somewhere. Somebody defacing a statue, give them their 10 years in prison, whatever it is. But if you are dumb enough to climb up on a statue like that without having any support, ropes, anything else, come on. Like, do you not honestly deserve what you're getting, which is like you're falling off? Hopefully people caught him below. But then the unfortunate part there is now you're hurting somebody else below who wasn't doing it in the first place. Your choices have consequences. Listen to that, children. Your choices have consequences. If you're going to hurt yourself, do not hurt others in the process, all right? If you're going to hurt yourself only, all right? Here we go. Now, I've been talking about COVID numbers, right? The COVID numbers are a lie. I've been telling you to go to the Ethical Skeptic on Twitter and look at their information. The numbers are being completely manipulated. Hospitalizations are slightly up, but deaths are down. Deaths are almost zero. And as you know, that means the end of... Now, if this was a legitimate pandemic, that means end of pandemic. This is not a legitimate pandemic because it was actually created and started, and it wasn't a pandemic anyway because the flu is not a pandemic. Other things are not a pandemic. And this actually, when you get the real numbers, this was less than the flu because the numbers they're giving you are not correct. They're made up numbers. So we have not had more than 100,000 people die from COVID. We probably honestly had, at this point, probably well under 50,000 actual deaths from COVID. Other ones are from comorbidities and fraudulent and fake tests and fake death certificates. So just so you know, that's what that's actually from. However, are you ready for the person who knows what's actually going on and is willing to talk about it? There's two videos here. Let's take you to both videos, okay? This is a Hong Kong scientist tells the story of China's alleged cover-up or alleged COVID-19 cover-up. So let's go to it.
First, as I mentioned in the video in Fox, our government already knows that before the end of December, there are over 40 people get infected, but not, as they mentioned, like 27. And also, most importantly, there are human-to-human transmission already at that time, but they keep lying until middle of June. Actually, 20 June, they admitted.
Okay, so your claim is that at the end of December there was human-to-human transition, and the Chinese government and the World Health Organization did not cop to that until about 3 weeks later. If you're right, how would things be different around the world and here in the U.S. then?
Okay, let me explain to you. First, this is a huge pandemic we have seen in the world. It's more than everything we know in human history. So for that, the timing is very, very important. So if we can stop it earlier, we can save a lot of lives. That's the key point.
Okay, so you have said then, you invited your husband to come with you. He did not. You have spoken with the FBI. Who is investigating your story, doctor?
FBI have done it, and also many other people from U.S. government, they have done it, contacted me. They need to verify my story.
Okay, can you prove it, doctor?
For example, I have the receipt that FBI agent leave for me that they have hold my phone, cell phone from Los Angeles airport and then return it back to me several days later in New York.
Yeah, sorry, just to be clear, not can you prove whether or not you talked to the FBI. Can you prove your claim
I can show you
Beijing's lying?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of evidence, like how I communicate with the people in China CDC, and also because of my network. I have a lot of friends they working in the first line in the dirty zone of China during COVID-19. I have talking this kind of chat record to them, and also I can show it to you later.
Okay, so you believe your life is in jeopardy and you will not go back to Hong Kong.
Okay, I'm gonna play you the second video. I have to go down. I'm gonna play this next one. This is the continuation.
You believe your life is in jeopardy and you will not go back to Hong Kong. How come?
Of course, because I know how they treat whistleblowers. For decades, that's how our government has done to keep people silent if they want to reveal the truth, not only about COVID-19, but also for the other things happened in China. For example, during SARS time, the senior doctor, Professor Jiang Yanyong, had revealed it in Beijing, and then he got punished. And also this time, Professor Zhang Yongzhen in Shanghai, his team reviewed the sequence of the SARS-CoV-2 at the first time in the world and published it on Nature on 3rd February this year. And then his P3 lab was shut down by the government.
Well, the Chinese embassy here in the U.S. says they don't know who you are. And to quote them, they say, "We've never heard of this person," referring to you. What do you say to that, doctor?
Of course, they won't know me because I'm not the top virologist as they know who work directly as a consultant for WHO. But I am the one who work with them directly, and I am the core team member in that lab who communicate with China's first-line doctors to this WHO lab.
Okay, last question here. And I asked you who's investigating your story. Maybe I can reframe the question. What is the U.S. government now able to do with your information, doctor, if you're right?
I'm willing to tell all the things I know, provide all the evidence to U.S. government. And I want them to understand. I also want U.S. people to understand how terrible this is. It's not what you have thought. It's not what you have read through the media or listen from our China government, even WHO. This is something really different, and we have to trace the true evidence and get the real answer, because this is a key point to solve this pandemic. If not, we really don't have much time.
Well, if you're right, doctor, you are showing an awful lot of courage.
Okay, so she would not have gone on Fox News. Bill Hemmer's a horrible interviewer, but that's not the point. The point is Fox would not have brought her on if she didn't have some sort of information. She's claiming that she has spoken with the FBI, and she claimed that she also communicated everything back to the CDC. I'm not going to go through everything she said. Feel free to go watch it. I guarantee you that's going to start going viral. It's under the Carly Q Twitter handle. It was posted this afternoon. It's going to go viral. It's already being retweeted a lot. It's gotten 50,000 views. It's amping up, so it's going to be out there. She's a whistleblower. It's Dr. Li Mengyan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She also said something that I can actually attest to from a healthcare standpoint. Is she said that this was actually released a long time ago, and actually this was set off more around September to December of 2019, and then also came out to 2020. I will say that because I have spoken to other doctors in the U.S. My wife made the point of this. We actually saw it also in other offices, local and nationwide. And I've heard this from so many colleagues and medical doctors that this hit in December of last year. So we had a big rash between December, January of a lot of people with congestion, upper respiratory congestion. Okay. End of last year into January, a lot of sinus congestion, a lot of just general like feeling junky, feeling horrible, almost like flu-like symptoms. And then it went away. And as soon as it went away after January, February, March is when they hit it in the news. And what she's saying is that's when she basically knows it was released. And so, guys, keep in mind, people like, by the way, people like her, trust me, they're not going to put her on Fox News unless she has some legitimacy to her. At this point, she is fearing for her life. She wants protection for the family, because it sounds like the way she's talking, she could blow the roof off the whole thing on her own. And not only that, she says she has the answer of how to solve the problem. Because keep in mind, I did say COVID was a scam. I said it was a scam like the president, meaning they blew it out of proportion of what it was. Right now, that doesn't mean they didn't manipulate the virus, right? They put in the nucleus, they put in DNA of the HIV, all right? So she also knows how to fix the problem, right? Because guess what? Every time you have any sort of bioweapon, biological warfare, they have the answer to, they have the solution, okay? That's what it is. Okay, by the way, I do not have a COVID cough. I have a parasite cough that I'm handling. So, no, just because I cough, that's why. But she could help blow this whole thing open, and I would have a feeling that she might be connected to the administration probably very quickly. And who knows how this all could connect to Fauci, and that she probably could be connected there as well to find out what's going on. But it sounds like she is out of China and she is running for cover, and she wants help because she has answers. She was in contact with the FBI and with the Chinese CDC. Now, doesn't that also kind of boggle your mind, the fact that we have a CDC here, but also China has a CDC as well? So are these CDCs playing together? Are these CDCs working together? And what are they working together on? Are they working together on more vaccines? What are they working together on? Actually, right here, let me bring it up for you. There is a China CDC. Let me show you this right now, okay? This is the Chinese Center for Disease Control. This is their actual website. There is the China CDC, all right? Control and Prevention. Now, I have not had a chance to look over this, but look, it is connected to the World Health Organization here at the bottom. It is connected to the World Health Organization. So, what does leadership look like? I don't know. I don't know any of those people. I would have to actually look through this and figure out who some of these people are. But it is connected to World Health Organization, and there you go, right to the WHO. So, there you go, the Chinese CDC. What does this woman know? I bet you this woman knows quite a bit, because yes, the CDC is a vaccine company, all right? Have to know what's going on there. Now, let me take you into, I'm going to change the news story around a little bit. I'm going to show you this one first, because how many of you love Governor Newsom? Governor Gavin Newsom. How many people love Governor Gavin Newsom, who is happening to, let me show you, he is closing indoor operations for businesses and places of worship. This was actually, as of today, the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, is at it again. Oops. He is using the hysteria peddlers, otherwise known as fake news, hysteria reporting, to enforce even the most draconian closures in the Golden State and blame it on the virus pandemic. So I go down. Whoops. Here we go. He is closing the list of the type of businesses and organizations that can no longer do to their things indoors. Look at, here you go. Here is his tweet. He is closing fitness centers, places of worship, offices for non-critical sectors, personal care services, hair salons and barbershops, and malls. Among them are places of worship or religious services. To be general, I'm sorry, but I must admit this is the guy speaking on the actual thing. However, the First Amendment in our Bill of Rights, the Congress shall make no law respecting an established religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Guess what, guys? He has absolutely zero right to shut down places of worship. Man, you guys out in California, you got to get your governor under control. When do the protests start back up? When do you guys, like, what I know, so recallgavin2020.com. When are you guys going to get your governor taken out of his position? Because this has got to happen, like, soon. This has got to happen fast. Yes, he is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. If you didn't know that, he is Nancy Pelosi's nephew. He's going to shut your state down again, guys. He's going to shut your state down again until November 3rd. So we have July, August, September, October, November. Are you ready for 4.5 months of no business, no operations, commerce, anything until Election Day? Is that what you're ready for? Because that's what they're going to do. That's what he plans on doing. Now, I'm going to dive into some other stuff because this seems to be a liberal state problem, and it seems to be a shutdown of services problem, public services. It's a shutdown of police. Let me go into the next video to show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Here is Tucker Carlson.
Will remain protected by armed security paid for. So will Barack Obama, so will the rest of the politicians calling for taking away your protection. They will never suffer the consequences, and that's why they're for it.
The folks in law enforcement that share the goals of reimagining policing.
Reimagining policing in the 21st century.
Rethinking and reimagining policing.
Community efforts to reimagine policing.
To reimagine policing.
We have to reimagine what policing looks like.
Reimagining policing, reimagining our public safety.
Talking points.
A citizen-led approach.
We can begin to reimagine law enforcement.
Reimagine public safety in this country.
What can we do to reimagine public safety?
Reimagining public safety.
To reimagine public safety. We must reimagine what public safety looks like.
We must reimagine public safety. That's their new talking point. It was devised by some pollster at the DNC, and they're all faithfully repeating it like the robots they are. But what exactly does it mean? Mark McCloskey doesn't have to imagine. He was a test case for reimagined public safety. When a mob showed up outside his home and threatened his life, the police never came. McCloskey and his wife had no choice but to defend themselves.
So, do you remember, I mean, this was maybe even years ago, where there was a video that went around that showed all these local news anchors and national news anchors, where it was almost like there was a script, because there was a script passed to them, right, where they just kept parroting the same script over and over and over again because they didn't have an actual thought for themselves. Project Mockingbird. That's what you're looking at. Now you have these liberal voices out there all talking about reimagining the police. Now, I'm not saying it like they are. I'm just calling them out for it, just like Tucker does. And keep in mind, I don't worship Tucker. I think he's a good anchor. I think he's one of the better ones out there, but he's not perfect. I don't love all of his viewpoints either. However, at least he's showing it. At least he's willing to say that there's a problem here, and he's saying they're parroting. It's Mockingbird. That's exactly what it's called. How to Kill a Mockingbird. We must reimagine public safety. This is what they're going for. Now, here is our press secretary. Let's listen to her, okay? She might have a few different things to say, and then the president's going to speak to you, okay? Here we go. Let's rock and roll.
When you have people out there like Representative Ilhan Omar saying we have to completely dismantle the police and police are our cancer, this is not how we should be talking about our heroes. You have, most egregious of all, really, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez saying defund the police means defund the police. She criticized, of course, the announcement of $1.5 billion being taken down from NYPD. And this weekend, you know, when faced with there were 28 shootings in New York, 600% increase from this time last year. You have Representative Ocasio-Cortez saying this is just because people are trying to get food with their families. That is preposterous. The reality is 63% of Americans in this country fear that criticism of our police departments will lead to no public safety in their streets. And 69% of Black Americans, this is a real issue when you call our police cancer.
So they called our police cancers. Now, I would love a more peaceful planet overall. I would love a more peaceful America overall. And if that meant that we could be so peaceful and loving and caring to each other that we didn't have to have police, great. But guess what? We don't live in that utopia. I don't think we'll ever necessarily live in that utopia. And there is a time and place for authorities to make sure people aren't hurting one another. It's nice to sleep at night a little bit, all right? And I'm very libertarian, by the way. I've told you that. I'm libertarian. I don't like a bunch of money being spent on ridiculous things in our cities, our communities, etc., right? And sure, there might be some bloated areas of government where maybe police are paid too much in certain areas or police are corrupt in certain. Of course, that can happen. But we can't go around just defunding everything and believe that the social democrats, right? The socialist Democrats, they call them social democrats, are going to create a program where everyone takes care of each other. And yeah, we have crime shoot up by hundreds of % at a time because of what's happening. You know, we actually should teach our kids. You know how you would actually need less police is you would actually teach your kids not to be morons, and you would teach your kids not to go out and do stupid stuff. Okay, imagine if we actually didn't separate our families, didn't separate our mothers and fathers, allowed them to be more home together with each other and actually teach their kids good things. And if they actually did that, we probably wouldn't have some of the people out in the street doing the stupid things they do. So think about the source of this. But the source of this is not to defund the police completely and do what they want to do. Now, the president also spoke about this. So I'm going to dive into what the president said as well. So let's go to the president because he has a nice little 38-second soundbite that I think you would all like to see. All right, here we go. He's not playing around. Before I play this, get ready because he has some strong words.
So things are happening that nobody's ever seen happen in cities that are liberally run. I call them radical lib. And yet they'll go and march on areas and rip everything down in front of them. If that's what you want for a country, you probably have to vote for Sleepy Joe Biden because he doesn't know what's happening. But you're not going to have it with me. So we've been very strong on law enforcement. We'll be doing things that you'll be, I think, very impressed with. Numbers are going to be coming down even if we have to go in and take over cities because we can't let that happen.
Okay, so he said something. He said, take over cities. Lady Canuck sent this out. She's a great anon. Look what she says. President Trump says federal government may take over cities to combat rising crime. Numbers are going to be coming down even if we have to go and take over the cities. Insurrection Act. Okay, I'm not going to go into that tonight. But this has been discussed. This was discussed when the riots broke out. The riots went away temporarily. But he might send in the National Guard, and if it becomes crazy enough, if they defund the police and these cities become insane, he will probably pull martial law. Now, everyone got comfortable again. Everyone forgot about the whole martial law thing because everyone got comfortable again because it quieted down and the mask thing became a big debate. And now the mask thing's a huge thing. But then everyone forgot that there's still cities that are technically under siege, and there's cities where they're trying to defund the police. If they do that and it gets out of hand, guess what happens? He's going to take over the cities. He just said it with his own mouth, his own words, and then you possibly have martial law. We are not out of the woods yet, guys. Keep in mind, I have told you many times before, no matter how comfortable we get in our lives, no matter how much we go back to work and kids go back to school potentially, whatever it is, we are not out of the woods until that election is over, and even possibly after that. This thing is playing out like a chess match. All right? So, this is what I see playing out, and it's not going to be pretty. It won't be pretty if that's what they go to, okay? Now, I want to take you into one last thing tonight, because this is where I'm going to challenge everyone's thought processes, everyone's belief systems, everyone's a lot of things. Okay, I want to start off by saying, as you go through this, I'm going to take you through a Twitter feed that I found very important, and it goes deeper than this, and I'm not taking you deeper tonight, not because I don't want to, but because I still have to do some research on it. However, you have to understand, this is not something that's been going on just in the last couple of years, the last 100 years, 200. This has been going on for thousands of years, and I'm going to show you something that happens right under your nose that you have no idea it's happening, and this has a little bit to do with Wayfair. So how many of you remember? So even Wayfair started, even the boom in your face of Wayfair just a few days ago has started to wear off. They know that that's how people work. It wears off. You get back to being comfortable again. All right. Now, I'm going to take you through the city of Boston. Boston, Massachusetts. All right. Now, this goes deeper than Wayfair. This goes very deep. All right. Now, this also goes into false flags. This goes also into belief systems. This goes into trafficking. This goes into many, many things. And I'm going to show you how some of it connects. All right. Now, I lived in Boston for 2 years of my life. It is a beautiful city. People are very nice. A lot of things to do. But who out there is from Boston, knows about Boston, has been to Boston, has family in Boston? Who thinks that everything is just hunky-dory and there's no actual issues? Well, I'm about to take you through a little bit of Boston that is going to blow your mind, all right? Again, this is a Twitter feed, and I'm going to take you through it, and I'm going to show you pictures, and I'm going to blow the pictures up as we go, okay? Let's rock and roll. Here we go. There is something going on in Boston. So let me I'm going to bring this as high as I can. All right, this is Boston. Now, let's dive in here. I'm going to click on the first picture. Look at that. On the left, you have the Rothschild Strategic Advisor at FCLT Global. Right next to it, you have St. James Ave, similar to Little St. James. Across the street, you have Jeff Rothschild is vice chairman of the Vanderbilt Trust. The Vanderbilt Trust, think Anderson Cooper from CNN. The chairman is managing director at Summit Partners. Look what's right next to it. Wayfair. Wayfair is right next to it. Now, let me dive into the next one. Guess what was 2 blocks away? The Boston bombing. The Boston bombing happened 2 miles away where the Boston Marathon Survivor Memorial is on the left-hand side. All right? Are you seeing how this plays out? It goes deeper. All right? It goes deeper. Look at this. Checkered symbols on the church in Copley Square, however you want to say it, right next to Wayfair. Okay, we're diving into Mason stuff. We're diving into Illuminati. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. The Wayfair logo, right? This is right in the middle of the square. That is the Wayfair logo. How about that? So, you think that they don't plan all this stuff out? You think that they don't make all this go? Look at what's in front of Copley Square. A rabbit. You guys really think that this isn't all played out right in front of you? We just didn't know what we were looking at? Absolutely. Look at this. Entrance of the Wayfair building. Masonic squares. This is how they play. Symbology or symbols will be their downfall. Swirly pedo symbols under the Summit Partners. Okay. There's a restaurant in the Back Bay called Lolita Back Bay. The rabbit hole never ends. Oh, look at this. Here you go. Wayfair Masonic symbols with the Pentagon, right? The Pentagon in the middle, right? That is the Rothschild shield, which is also known as the Star of David, unfortunately, okay? That's a whole other rabbit hole. Okay, Wayfair. All right, look at all the checkerboard. There, keep in mind, that is not there just by coincidence. That is there because that's what they planted. The secretive Grand Masonic Lodge is 3 blocks away. So that's the red little Google map there. All right, 3 blocks away. Guys, this is all planned. Okay, we have a 5-sided star in Boston Common with the walking path. The star is missing one side, just like the one in Washington, D.C. Yes, Washington, D.C. has the same exact thing. That's what it looks like by itself. That's what it looks like on the map when they actually spell it out. Okay? That is the Illuminati symbol. That is the Rothschild symbol. All right. Lolita Back Bay. This is the Lolita Back Bay Mexican restaurant. Look at that. Interesting, isn't it? Symbology, folks. Symbology. This is all symbology. The rose petals. You remember some movies with the rose petals in them? This is located between Mayfair and the Masonic Temple. This is the park. Okay, more symbology. Here is the updated with the Masonic tiles. Okay. And then looking from above the Wayfair building, it looks like a skull. Wayfair. They're playing a game, folks. This is a game to them. That's all they're doing. And then I'll go into this later, but Fine Point Capital is located in the same building as Wayfair. This is their black square. That's a whole other conversation, okay? The black cube of Saturn. I told you this is a chat. They're not worshiping the devil. They're not worshiping Satan. They're worshiping Saturn. David Icke. He nailed it. Australia, Denmark, Manhattan, Santa Ana. I think there's one in Chicago, if I remember correctly. I'll take you into the conspiracy on this some other time, but not necessarily tonight. Back of Copley Square in the statue. Remember, this is the post where I talked about Masonic squares in the church. The Phillips Brooks statue looks like he's making the same hand sign as Baphomet. So there's Baphomet, and there is behind the church. Same thing, folks. This is the game they're playing. All right, this is challenge people. All right, meet Herbert and Charlotte Wagner. Herbert Wagner is the founder of Fine Point Capital. Charlotte Wagner runs the Wagner Foundation. Wagner Foundation works in Haiti. What do we know about Haiti? Oh, that's right, child trafficking. That's what we know about Haiti. The Wagner Foundation gave a $15 million grant to the International Medical Service Organization, Partners in Health. They have connections with the corrupt World Health Organization and United Nations and many corporations, which just happens to be 4 blocks away from the whole thing. All within shouting distance. Partners in Health has ties to Big Pharma, George Soros Open Society, the Clinton Foundation, and there's a deep dive if you want. Okay, this is Anani _ FA _ MOUS, Anana Famous is how he says it. Herbert Wagner is also the board of directors for the Boys and Girls Club of Boston. Meet Sam Manam. He is the founder of HIG Capital and Bayside Capital, which are the same building as Wayfair. He used to be managing director at Blackstone Group. Okay, Blackstone Group is part of a quantitative hedge fund with Google's Eric Schmidt and a clutch of billionaires. They are investing in the company called Cargo Metrics. Scott Borgerson. He is the founder and CEO of Cargo Metrics. He was housing Ghislaine Maxwell when she got arrested and used to be her ex-boyfriend. You can't make this stuff up. The building kitty corner to the Wayfair building includes a company called Bain Capital. Mitt Romney. This company was founded by Mitt Romney, and Ghislaine Maxwell's father was a major investor. Mitt Romney is robbing the world treasuries of billions at Bain Capital. And then look from above again at the Wayfair building. It looks like an old owl Moloch. Guys, about 5 blocks away, we get a Red Cross blood collection center with about 4 schools around it, just like Epstein in New York. You can look at all these. You can click on all these pictures. It shows you everything. Okay? Blackstone Group was also part of a top secret meeting with Gates, Buffett, Rockefeller, Oprah Winfrey, George Soros, Ted Turner, Michael Bloomberg in 2009. I have a feeling, okay, that's the end of that one. I have a feeling that the president took over Blackstone or is in control of it and trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because it is deep, folks. It is deep. And keep in mind, I am keeping an eye on this to make sure that the president is also not involved, okay? When I look through this, I look through this with a completely neutral eye. I want to make sure we know what's going on. But you just saw a very deep web spun that takes us from Wayfair in Boston all the way down to Ghislaine and the billionaires who are funding the cargo ships. What did I tell you? The cargo ships. All those cargo ships that are carrying globalism on their backs so that we can get all of our products from around the world like China, right? They're carrying products and they're carrying kids. That's what they're doing. And then you have all these organizations like the Red Cross in Haiti stealing kids. And then you have the Boys and Girls Clubs. God knows what they're doing. You have the boy. Let me tell you something. I would not send my kid at this point to any freaking organization out there, no matter how charitable it looks. I am not a paranoid individual, but I don't trust anything they're doing at this point, right? Keep your kids as close to you as possibly can. This is insane and out of control, and it goes very, very deep. Okay? I'm going to dive more into this, not tonight, but we're going to figure out what all is going on deeper and deeper and deeper, because it goes so deep. It goes so deep. Yes. We are in Operation Protect the Children at all costs. No ifs, and, buts, or about it. And let me tell you, I posted this morning about Disney. First of all, I'm giving no money to the NFL. I'm giving no money to sports at this point. I don't care if it's the NFL and the Major League. And trust me, I am a Yankee fan. I have Yankee books behind this shelf. I am giving no money to Major League Baseball, no money to the NFL, no money to the NHL, no money to the NBA. I'm giving no money to sports. And if my child is in a sport, I will be there for the entire thing, watching all of it without any eyes taken off. I am not giving any money to Disney. I need to challenge you guys. Many of you out there right now, and I'm not telling you can't do it, right? You can do whatever you please. However, the stuff I just showed you, do you realize that Disney and Disney Plus money is helping fund this stuff? They are part of the problem. For example, I will not be taking my child to Disney anymore, ever again, until I know it's clean. Because we have evidence, hard evidence, that they are trafficking children. If that doesn't change your mind and make you to decide to stop giving them money, I don't know what else to tell you. Right? So in this house, no Disney, no Disney Plus. Now, she has my daughter has some characters and things like that, like stuffed animals, Minnies and Mickeys and stuff. I'm not going to just go get rid of all those because she likes them. There's nothing on them. I've checked them over that is a symbol of that. But we have cut off all programming. We're watching very carefully. Yeah, guys, by the way, if you watch any of the Pixar stuff with Monsters, Inc. or anything like that, it's all full of trafficking stuff. All of it. All right? You have to understand. Netflix, all of it is connected. They are trafficking children and embezzling money to do it. All right? I don't know what else to tell you guys. Give me some questions. I will answer the best as I can. I probably won't go on Noble Patriot live tonight. I'll probably go later this week afterwards. Tonight I'm going to get some sleep. But I will tell you, as you launch some questions, I will tell you we have a special show coming up. This special show is going to be something very, very fun, and it might be entertaining for you. This special show is we are going to see how long Dr. Dean can handle AOC talking. So a buddy of mine has challenged me. He has challenged me to have clips put together of AOC talking and to see how long I can go while watching them without losing my stuff. Okay? We will see. We will see. That will be coming up very shortly, very soon. Let me know. But go join Noble Patriots group, because I'll probably do it on the Noble Patriots group. That's probably where I'll end up putting that. So that will be a separate show on its own. You can see me deal with AOC talking and how long can I handle it, okay? Good. That will be coming up soon. Okay. Let's see. Some questions. H. pylori, is it easy to handle? Yes, if you know what you're doing. Got to fix the gut. Okay. Start the betting. Dr. Troy Dukowitz believes that I can only go a minute. I have to beat that challenge now. Okay. AOC is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She's an idiot. That's all you need to know, and she's in your Congress. So if you have any type of IQ at all out there, you can beat her and you can run for House of Representatives, okay? Just so you know. Okay. Look at the Wendy's belt buckle. Okay, I don't know what that said. It went too fast. Okay, is MS curable? Well, I can't say cure for anything. However, I can say quality of life can be radically improved, yes. Why is Q quiet? I don't know, probably operations. What is Saturn worship? I'm going to do that in a different show because it's very deep, and I may just do a whole show on that because it goes very deep. Okay, let's see. Saturn was worshipped by Romans. Yes, Saturn's been worshipped by a lot of people. Let's see. Okay, we have a couple trolls. That's always fun. Trolls, you suck. Okay. You can't handle. You know what we do with trolls? We just go higher level. Okay. RFID chips found in Victoria's Secret bra. I didn't know that one. Autism cures. Autism, you have to drain. You have to detox. You have to get the body detox systems pushing out all of the junk, okay? Nasera. I talked about Nasera a little bit. I'll go deeper again on Nasera. I just talked about it a few days ago again. There was some, let's see. What is a good supplement for a child who has issues eating food? You got to get him eating food. That's the first thing. We have lots of liquids that I work with, okay? If you want more health stuff, noblepatriothealth.com. Go to that website, sign up to get with me. I have about I think I have like a 4-week waiting list now in practice. But that's a good problem. I want to help as many people as possible. So you get in now because it's bad. It's going farther and farther out. Let's see, RFID tags. I'll have to check that one out for Victoria's Secret. Okay. Let's see. Who did someone call? Oh, so I thought somebody called me a Freemason. I'm like, no, I'm not a Freemason. Let's see. 2-year-old constipation. You got to get that bowel moving. I have lots of ways to do that, but you got to find out why it's not moving. Lupus. You got to handle the spleen. Lupus, the spleen. You got to fix the spleen. Not hard to do. You got to find out why the spleen's mad. I figure out why something is mad, then I help you fix it. Okay. Did I reschedule David Rodriguez? I'm working on it. David Rodriguez is a hard person to tie down. I'll just tell you that. Sometimes when I have hard people to tie down, I do not chase after people. I will tell you that much. Like I have people like Roger Stone that agrees to go on with me in less than 24 hours. And then I have other people who want me to chase them around all over the place, and I won't do that. Okay. Just so you know. Is bumpy skin a sign of gluten intolerance? A lot of times it's chemical glyphosate toxicity. I always find out which one it is. Is Hanks helping stop trafficking? I don't know. I don't know what Hanks is doing. I don't trust Hanks at all. Obviously, he said some really nasty stuff, and I don't like what he does. How do I help thyroid issues naturally? It depends on what you have going on. I help it however I can. Remove toxicities, get the channels of elimination going, and improve nutritional deficiencies in organs. That's what we do. Bipolar is mineral deficiencies. Any mental health situation is a mineral deficiency. We improve those. Okay. Carpal tunnel in both hands. Well, you need some nutrition, but you also need a chiropractor. Chiropractor can handle carpal tunnel all day long. Don't get surgery. Not if you don't have to. Yes, Twitter has the most trolls. It's constantly. Okay. Let's see. A couple more questions. The debt clock going backwards. It's okay. So here, let me give you my answer on the debt clock. I didn't say a lot about it because I wanted to research it. The reason why credit cards are going backwards is because everyone was shut down. It's just people are not spending as much money on their credit cards. That's not because of NESARA. Okay. Now, as in the debt, I don't know, but the credit cards is just because we were shut down for a long period of time and people actually stopped spending money on their cards. Okay. Here we go. Good. Don't worry, my lungs are actually getting better. I was far better tonight. I actually started bringing up some parasites out of my lungs, so that's a good thing. So I know it's working. Which minerals for anxiety? You need all minerals. There isn't specific minerals. You need mineral complexes. The minerals work together. Yes, copper is great, but you also need all the minerals to go with it. Yes, I'm a doctor. Dawn, I don't know if you're a troll or not, but okay, so Dawn's a troll. So ignore Dawn, we'll block her later. That's fine. Let's see. Yes, we will do another money and crypto update. Absolutely. I got to find more crypto people though, because some crypto people are good. Some people are not so great. Okay. Let's see. Adrian, can I talk about consciousness transfer? That's a good question. I'll look at that one. Yeah. Ooh, we have a lot of trolls on tonight. Nice. We must be doing something right in the world. Awesome. You only get trolls when you're being successful. That means noble patriots, you're being successful of getting the word out there. So well done. This is how we fight back. We keep going harder and stronger, okay? Let's see. A couple more questions and then I'm calling it a night, okay? Can I please I'm not answering trolls. Let's see. Somebody said bye, Karen. That's great. Carrie Cassidy. I have to reach out to her. I have an assistant now that's reaching out to people. It's going to help me with that because I only have so much time in a day. I have to now delegate everything I'm doing so that I have more time and can get this stuff done. Chiropractic adjustments are amazing. If you're not getting chiropractic, you're missing out. Okay. Vertigo. We got to find out why. Some people have vertigo because the crystal's in their ears. Some people have vertigo because their adrenals are blown out. Some people get dizzy just because their adrenals are blown out. So it depends on why you have vertigo. My good buddy Lisa from Sanford is on tonight. Lily, and she will attest that we're doctors. I'm a doctor. Yes, I'm a doctor. Do I wear sunglasses? I wear sunglasses limited, only if it's really bad and I can't see. I am under the understanding now that sunglasses actually can make your eyes far weaker because our eyes were meant to take in the sun at high volume. So I'm actually studying that as well. I study a lot of stuff, guys. Okay. Cancer was cured a long time ago, not by me. Go look up Dr. Max Gerson. Is it Anthony Gonzalez? He's passed away, but his work was amazing. Let's see. My buddy Dr. McFadden is saying something about Jason Whitlock, but I missed the other part of it. Okay. I do not think Kelly Preston was the cabal. I think Kelly Preston had a breast cancer issue, and it's very sad to hear. So this is the thing, guys. With just because someone dies doesn't mean they were necessarily part of the cabal. I don't know. I don't know those people. I don't know how they are. I think some people are cabal. I think some people are not cabal. But again, I don't know at the end of the day. I can just go based on my instinct on it. But I think no. I think something just happened, and unfortunately, people are very toxic physically today. Okay, and there is things like breast cancer. There is things like other cancer. And I just had someone that was 30 some years old a month ago who was going to die of cancer. They were not part of the cabal Illuminati. They just were really sick and they weren't taking care of themselves. And they also had really not nice people around them. And spiritually, that can really send you backwards, okay? The Glee deaths. I had a buddy of mine tell me a little bit about the Glee deaths. I had not watched for those, but I heard about it. And yeah, they're interesting, right? I don't know about those. Do I think the cures will release for all diseases? I don't know. Keep in mind there already are cures out there. You just have to get through. You have to go study what they are, because every disease already has an answer to it, but you have to get the body healthy in the first place, okay? Okay, good. Okay. One more question, and then I'm going to bed. How's that sound? Let's see. Yeah, the Glee deaths. I don't know about the Glee deaths. That's fascinating. There's probably something to it. The Glee was promoting, by the way, my opinion, Glee was not promoting good stuff, just so you know. All right? They're promoting not good stuff, is my opinion. Hidden Pyramid in Hawaii. I have to look that up, okay? I would never watch Glee. I would not give them the time, because I think they had a hidden agenda. I think it was to push certain ideologies on kids. All right? Chronic mouth ulcer help, Mark. Go to noblepatriothealth.com and I will help you, Mark. That's how I help that, something like that. If you have something I can help, I have to be very careful about getting health advice online, okay? So I can answer questions regarding health, but if it comes down to your health, I don't know. I have to handle your situation. Let's see. Okay, again, last one. One more question. One more. I'm waiting for it to pop. There's still over 1,000 people on. I'm waiting for it to pop. Here we go. One more question. Okay, I'll do more RH negative. Margaret, if you're trying to email me, go to noblepatriothealth.com. Go right there. If you want my help, go right there. The email is still followed, but it's easier just to go there, because then it's an easy route through, okay? Let's see. Okay, here's the last one. Can kidneys regenerate? All right, yes, parasites are in sinuses, just so you know, okay? But yes, can kidneys regenerate? We have seen evidence that basically every single organ in the human body can regenerate. Now, some take longer, some go faster. It just depends on the organ, but you have to push in lots of nutrition to get that to happen. It won't just happen overnight, and it won't happen on a lot of medications, okay? I do multi-mineral complexes, yes, okay? All right, guys. Last question. If you need health help, go to noblepatriothealth.com. I will be happy to help you personally. I have right now about a 4-week waiting list. We help a lot of people. I also have associates that can help you as well if you want to get to someone faster than me, because I'm backed up in a good way. I have lots of people that are trying to get to me, and I'm happy to help them. And keep in mind, later this week, I will go live again on Noble Patriot After Dark, where we have a little more fun on there. And I will do the AOC test. How long can Dr. Dane handle AOC on video? How long can I handle Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? Also, interviews coming up, guys. Sheriff Mack has agreed to be interviewed. I also have a Google and Facebook whistleblower coming on soon. And I have a couple other ones. I also have another 5G and Wi-Fi expert coming on out of Germany. So we have some hot interviews coming. Stay watching, because they're all happening. I also have the COVID Bill Gates journalist who's going to connect the dots. So we have a lot of people coming. They're all getting scheduled. Stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of awesome, okay? Guys, This is Dr. Jason Dean, Revolution Network, signing off for tonight. I will see you back here tomorrow night, 9:30. Same bat channel, same bat time. Be well, guys. Have a wonderful night. Love you all. Hope you brought value to you guys tonight. Go help and serve someone tomorrow.